Each week, U.S. Bank brings us inspirational stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, so often in sports, a win or loss comes down to the very last second. Well, Robby Cleveland from Liberty High School knows all too well how important every second can be. After back-to-back season-ending injuries kept Robby Cleveland off the basketball court, he could not have been more ready for his senior season.
Exactly. I thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen, is him not being able to play anymore. I mean, for that year, that was nothing compared to what we went through October 5th.
The most traumatic day of my life.
On October 5th, 2018, Robby was at practice with his AAU basketball team.
I remember playing, and then all of a sudden I felt like tired, and so I walked outside.
He left, he stepped out. And I asked the guys, I said, "Where's Robby?" You know? And then they said, "Oh, he's outside throwing up." I called his mom, and I told her to come get him.
And I got over there, and he was on the ground laying down. He was unconscious, and so I was shaking him and calling him, and he wasn't responsive, and so I just started screaming, call 911.
The ambulance arrived, and Robby was rushed to the nearest hospital.
And they were just like, he's really, really sick. He's really, really sick.
So sick that the hospital couldn't treat him. Robby was airlifted to John Muir Hospital 30 miles away in Walnut Creek.
I didn't even know that happened.
8 hours after Robby's collapse, doctors finally had an answer: AVM.
AVM is called an arteriovenous malformation. Without any warning, you can have a bleed from this AVM, where you have an artery going right to a vein.
Some of the arteries and veins in Robby's head were tangled, and as more and more blood tried to make its way through, pressure built up until a blood vessel ruptured.
It can be catastrophic.
Blood went flowing into Robby's brain.
The doctor was like, we need to get him in. This is a matter of life or death, and we want to save his life right now.
It took 2 surgeries, one to stop the bleeding.
It was such a large bleed.
And another to repair the AVM.
You know, my head and, praying like, if he gets up and he is able to see us and know us, I guess I'm gonna be okay with that.
I've never been that scared of anything in my life.
8 hours after surgery, Robby woke up.
It's the greatest thing that could ever happen to us.
5 days after surgery, Robby was walking.
His recovery time has been miraculous.
2 months after surgery,
literally miraculous,
Robby was back on the court for his senior season.
My brain didn't know how to do something until it did it. Like, even stuff I knew how to do, like dribble a basketball, it took me one time, and then it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I finally learned, I figured out, like maybe the second time, third time, what I was doing.
I would say he's ahead of the curve. He really is so fortunate. Someone was looking out for him.
Robby's first game back, members of the community filled the bleachers of Liberty High School to witness the miracle with their own eyes.
And this community came through with so much support, so much love, so much prayer.
Like when I made the first basket, since coming back, everyone went crazy.
They were chanting his name. Really made me feel good. That people actually love my son as much as we do.
God put us here for a reason. He wants us to do what we have to do. And he obviously wanted me to do something later on in life.
Whatever that may be, Robby will continue on with just one goal in mind.
Take advantage of what I got back.
So doctors said the fact that it only took 8 hours from initial bleeding to brain surgery is the reason why he's able to walk today and just be alive and happy. And do you want to know what he said? The most difficult part about everything that's happened?
What is that?
He had to cut his hair. He had this afro growing since his freshman year. He was really upset about it.
In terms of all the things that could have happened, I think cutting his hair wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't.
Thanks, Hon. So Robby is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be human, inspire, and be inspired.